All right, you all ready? It's time for a content exhibition while I get the paper promo out, all right? So are you ready? Let's go. Hey everybody, Brian Case here. This video and this song is for my philosophy teacher, Mr. Duckles. Hello, Professor Duckles. I think your name is funny. Anybody who doesn't like your class is a stupid dummy. I'm making this song to convince you to not fail me in this class, because getting put on academic probation would be ass. You made me a deeper thinker, and now I know what nihilism is. I sometimes think about Socrates when taking a shit. And I think your beard is cool and you could beat my dad in a fist fight. Please don't fail me in this class, because then I'll have to take every single class again, and I'll have to 100% get evicted from my house, and I won't have anywhere to live, and I probably won't be able to make money to support myself, and then I'm gonna have to... Welcome everybody to Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day, day 943. I hope you enjoyed that content exhibition. Not only was that for practical kind of shill purposes, so I can just buy time and not have to just talk my way through, oh, I guess I gotta post another paper promo again. This truly was to entertain you, because this is the new main channel, and due to that, all of the high effort content on the underrated channel will be buried. So many nuggets of gold flooded with diarrhea. Diarrhea like this stream, but not if, you know, I try and pollute the diarrhea with a little bit of melted gold, and that's what we've done today. So that was your content exhibition of the month. I keep forgetting to do those, but I've actually labeled my OBS tabs. This is Scene, that's just the default one. We have the standby screen, which is this one. We have Web Exploring mode, which of course is this. And then content exhibition mode, which is the video I already plugged into the, you know. So all of it is very important to the stream experience. It helps you kind of intake the paper stream a lot better. It's not just me talking, which is completely inaccessible, very experimental, and not okay. If we have a bunch of little editing tricks, that makes it okay. So with that said, let's do the thing where I just eat paper and don't do anything else. So I was considering not doing today because I'm so tired, but this is today, so 3.8. I know, but ebbs and flows. It comes with life, it comes with the job I'm working, and it comes with everything else. It especially comes with off time. That's what I learned the last couple weekends. Hello, Shy. How are we doing? And two other mystery viewers. Actually, that's not true. I know I'm one of them because whenever I do the OBS streams, I am one of the viewers, which helps watch time, which is great. And all of it is leading up to me being eligible for monetization, which of course can't happen because I'm naughty. And they struck down a video. They gave me a community guideline strike like 3 years ago for some stupid shit. And it just won't get rid of it. And what's really awesome is YouTube still will not tell me the specific reason as to why I am not eligible. They just won't tell me. So, you know, doing good. You? Well, I mean, read it and weep, I guess. But, like, don't worry. Don't weep for me. I've already done that enough. But that's my score. Not that great, but... You know, actually, I'm smelling some really good spaghetti sauce courtesy of my mother, so let's just edit this and turn that into a 3.9. There we go. I'm willing to be flexible with my mindset, especially when there's, you know, really great stuff happening right underneath my nose, or sometimes, in this case, in my nose, and I'm willing to acknowledge it. You know, like, my day's about to get better, so that's cool. Hello, Moses. How are we doing? I am aware I have not changed this background since last stream. And that's fine, because I feel like I get a free pass with specifically the day one, because that's iconic, and it is the reason we're here. So it's an important, relevant part of our history here, just enough for us to kind of justify getting rid of it, or keeping it, I mean. The opposite of getting rid of it. McBurgerness, you gotta stop telling us you'll see us tomorrow and then take a hiatus. What do you even mean hiatus? I upload every day. I don't even know what you're talking about. If I forget on Sundays, that's just because, dude, Sunday was so fucked. Like, that video of me, eating paper with the Trump thing in the background, then going into the big party with the UFC match on, like, that was for someone's birthday, and the birthday went completely haywire. If I went into every detail, this stream would be 4 hours long, and I would lose sleep in this additionally, and today as well as that day, because I lost so much sleep that day. That hiatus was so necessary because I was so light on sleep already, and I realized I had been doing this party thing till 3 in the morning. It was so bad. I was taking the whole day, but it was a special occasion, But yeah, I made sure to get the stream in for, the big day, which shows commitment. But then, yes, of course, later on, dude, Sunday was my resting day. I don't think I've ever taken it as easy as I took it on Sunday. I did absolutely nothing. I did put out a post on Instagram, but that does not count. I'll put today at a 4.8. Shit, you're coming down from the lack of a paper stream yesterday. I can just tell. When people's lives are empty of paper-eating videos, dude, my day dips below a 5 immediately. Well, when you want to open up and tell us what actually is making you bummed out, feel free to let us know. But until then, I'll assume it's totally all about me. Moses, kind of like why Panda Express is mysteriously telling me that I don't meet their requirement. Oh yeah, well you're not at least 5% Chinese. That's Panda Express's hiring practices. I believe in 2015 there was a lawsuit. It was a very frivolous, stupid lawsuit, but it's basically talking about how Panda Express is not all about Asian representation because there were just a couple white guys working there. So ever since then, Panda Express tried to kind of save face by only accepting people who have 5% or more Chinese DNA. Which is very true. Look that up. Just tired, but making it, so there's that. No, I get it. For some reason, summer, it's called summer break. Dude, the rest of the year is a break from summer. This is like the most busy I've ever been, ever. So, I pray for all of us that we get the rest we need. And I feel like, the praying is kind of pointless because we're not going to get the rest we need, no matter what. You can't eat panda because you must be this tall. No, there's a height limit. Yeah, remember, we're talking about Chinese people, so if you're above 5'6", you're not eligible. ICE should have cleared ICE should have cleared out their staffing now, lol. Are they targeting Asians? I think they're mostly going for the brown fellas, That's my theory, but there have been a couple stories here and there of people who are like 1/4 Asian who claim that they're being deported by ICE, and I'm like, yeah, but you're making social media posts, so they clearly haven't taken away your phone. And if ICE lets you keep your phone and you get free lodging, get to be on your phone and make angry posts about ICE being evil, dude, that's the luxury life right there. I'm gonna call ICE over right now to fucking capture me. Even my grandpa looks a little Asian and he's Mexican. I think he's just tired. Grandpas are old and they're exhausted, so his eyes are kind of half shut. That's probably it. This is an incredible stream. We're really going. It's a very racially tinged stream, which is awesome because my coworkers as well as a couple of my campers have found my stream. So this is great. I'm glad that they're gonna experience my true principles and perspectives, and they're That's great. At least we start strong. It's great. It's how it always goes. People meet me and they go, oh, that guy's interesting. And then they see me making comments like that. And then and then things are super awkward where I like see him again like 3 days later and like, hey man, I saw your thing on the internet where you talked about replacement theory. And I was like, I was just talking about it. Simply was talking about it. Christ's sake, guys. Like what? As a person who works with the Young Men's Christian Organization, am I supposed to fucking ignore pressing issues happening today? Like, of course, the replacement theory, which is totally real. My great-grandfather was Asian, lol. Yeah, send me a picture through Instagram, or I don't believe you. Are we seeing day one in the background? Sharp eye, young man. Yes, we are. This is where it all began, and again, people always want more lore. That's the big title that I always talk about, the big title change. The reason why it's so long is because it was started in retaliation to my dad, which is great because my dad recently has been going on the stream and talking about Lenin and stuff, and it's been a more of a collaboration rather than a resentment-filled declaration of war on the internet against him. So I say just round of applause for... Hold on. Dude, round of applause for recuperation between father and son. That's what this stream represents. So, if you have a father or a son, feel free to just kiss him on the forehead right now if he's nearby. Due to ICE going after brown people, supposedly my parents kind of insist going everywhere with me, including the jam session I'm going to tonight. Okay, that sentence was grammatically strange, but due to ICE, blah, 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 and then you're supposed to kind of have a thing after that, but I get what you're saying. Due to ICE being after brown people, you put it in parentheses. That's what messed the whole thing up. Get rid of the parentheses. I think that was a typo. Well, you have ICE to thank for bonding with your parents, because if your parents are being protective of you and don't want you deported, I mean, what were they doing before? I remember your dad showed up to one of your jazz performances, like, once. And so it's cool that, thank you, ICE. Everybody, let's give a quick shout-out and applause to ICE for helping Moses bond with his parents. This is what we do. We talk about trendy issues in a calculated, informed way. That's what we do. Momo Chaperone. That is the quote of the day. If I could pin comments, which I can't because I'm on here, that's what I do. I gotta work, but I'll let it run. That's what I'm talking about. You're risking employment for me, which actually makes me feel really bad. Why are you doing that? But I understand, but admittedly, it's a little bit embarrassing. Don't be embarrassed of your parents, man. I feel like I don't even have, like, a joke response to that. Like, if you... people who are embarrassed by their parents, I understand it, but, dude, you're gonna have all of the opportunity in the world for the rest of your life to not be around your parents and not have them cause you embarrassment by caring about you and shit. Like, seriously, the time that you have with your parents is so insanely limited. Like, actually kiss your dad on the forehead, like, if you can. So, like, you just gotta appreciate them while you can. It's my real position. Like, I could do the thing where I could just posture and go, yeah, no. Well, no, I'm saying that I am being sincere. I'm just saying that, like, yes, it is weird that my parents are literally, like, here right now as I'm doing this. But, I mean, all I have to do, or all I can do, is just to give my most honest opinion. Odup asks, what the hell is this? What do you mean, what the hell is this? You know what this stream is, and I know this because you're marked as number 3 in XP on my fucking thing. Okay, Crossfade 3. You know who you are. If you have 25 XP, that means you've already been on this stream before. I believe that's how it works. And if you say that you haven't, then you're a liar. You're a big dirty liar. What the hell is this? Read the title. You already know what it is. We only eat paper for 943 days and nothing else. There is nothing else to this stream. And if you actually want extra lore on why we do this, then, I mean, dude, the first video is, like, right here from 6 years ago. You know what's up. When you put it like, I think I will. I know you meant to put the word that in there, so I'll give you some grace here. But yes, when you put it like that, I think I will. Yeah, you best. What's the alternative? Not loving your parents? I met your mother, by the way, and she's very, 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 very sweet. She cares about you a lot. And because you are a different type of guy, you don't always see it. She doesn't always see it, but I know the two of you have a great appreciation for each other. Sometimes a little show of appreciation is all it takes. I'm using my...
This is for Green's mom. That's right.
Now, if because of the sync sound you can't hear that, what Mom said is, that's right, which I agree with. Because there's going to be a point where for any number of reasons, I will not be with my parents anymore, and I will value... I mean, I'll probably look back on this stream right now, and I'll pick a big booger out of my nose with sadness. I'm using my brother's account. I see. Well... Oh, that means your brother has been here before. Okay, cool. Well, do you judge your brother for what he does in his free time? Like watching this stream? Feel free to say no, because this is a judgment-free zone. We don't judge people, especially if they're doing something dignified, like getting the number 3 top fan spot on the paper reading live stream, which is an accolade. I would, if I had that accolade, I would totally just, I'd screenshot it, print it out, and put it on my wall for my grandkids to see. what's interesting is I know there are people who have found from my work who have found this, you know, and it could be any one of you. That's the thing. Whenever someone new shows up since I started doing this job, it's like, dude, these particular children, you'd think that they would have the least amount of access to the internet. And maybe they do. Yeah, I haven't done any other counseling job, but like, you know, and also my coworkers. So what's crazy is like most of my coworkers are goody two shoes and their profiles are just their first and last name. That's how you know you're a good person if you don't use any alternate names on the internet. But Odup says, no foo. Who is this guy? It's probably, I think it's my last camper. I legally can't say his name, but I think it's you, dude. That kind of makes sense. Well, it was a pleasure counseling you for 4 days, because you went to Legoland that one time. And, you know, this new camper I'm dealing with makes me appreciate you a little bit more. And, of course, not in a derogatory way to anybody, you know, him or you, but everyone's different. I really like your differences to him more than his differences to you. So, you know. And I can say that because I'm not working right now. All right. No fool. Yeah, you're definitely you know who from last week. Nice to see you again. And you can deny it all you want, but I see right through when you said no fool, you know, or maybe he meant to say no food, as in stop eating, or I have no food and I'm starving and he forgot the D. Maybe that's it. I don't know. Well. Ah, that's good. Okay. Stand by for a second. Hold on. All right, what are you taking? Like, what, is in drugs? Well, I'm taking magnesium glycinate here. Helps me sleep. It's the magic metal. It helps you out with your nerves, your muscles, other body parts like penis and whatnot, you know? And I can say that because I'm not at work right now. And, other stuff. Oh, what are you, dude, how are you, you know, you could just take an English class, man. What are you talking about? What do you mean, what am I talking about? Oh, you're just pretending that you don't know, that you're, maybe this guy isn't a kid from last week. Maybe he's just some random guy and he has no fucking clue what I'm talking about. How did you find this stream? Okay, this is the question I should have asked first. Odup? Who the fuck are you? And how did you find me? Tell me that. Get on it and type, because aside from that, I have personally run out of things to talk about on this stream, so until you respond, it's going to be completely silent. And that's the way it is, so enjoy the awkward silence. Which is starting right now, okay? Shit. Which is starting right now. He's not going to type anything, and I'm just going to be quiet for the rest of the stream, which I'm already failing at. Fuck. I should never agree to a vow of silence, reliant on someone else typing something. That gives them an extremely unfair advantage. Okay, I rescind my previous thing. I'm going to talk now. You know, it's just ever since, you know, because I'm not trying to, like, talk about this stream. People have just discovered it, you know, because there was one coworker who searched my name up on Instagram, found me, and then, of course, I put the paper promos every time I stream on Instagram, and it was just a domino effect, and then everyone found out, and then somebody overheard me talking to this coworker about the stream, and then from then on, it was just, you know, it's all they could talk about, especially because I had already made connections, you know, with the campers and the counselors. So, of course, everybody would bloody talk about, oh, thanks, Mom. This is my post-paper spaghetti. Looks really good combined with the green screen. Looks like there's pesto on it. Hey, Mom, check this out. Look. If you look at the spaghetti, there's like a little pesto on there because it's in front of the green screen. Huh. That's a cool effect. It's not cool. I just want an excuse for Mom to look at OBS. Ooh, now that the spaghetti is actually at my table, it does smell so fucking good that we're actually going to officially change our score from a 3.9 to, you know what? Today, it's all right, you know, by the stretch of the definition of all right. Okay. Wow, dude, ever since I took my vow of silence until someone would put something in chat, the chat has been completely empty. No one's been saying shit in here. Great. Well, I was talking to one of my coworkers, and he told me, you should talk about current events. Like, are there really people thirsting for me to talk about the Coldplay CEO firing? Well, what I will say about that, which is kind of cool, is I've been thinking endlessly about the wording of the news articles where he was put on leave. By who then? Because he's the CEO of the company. Who put the CEO on leave? He put himself on leave? Why would he do that? There's so much money to be made. I mean, who cares? Dude, people get into affairs all the time. You know? If I were married, I'd probably do it. So, like, I just don't get why he has to put himself on leave and forego. I mean, if a CEO puts himself on leave, does he... Dude, I would totally have affairs all the time. There's so many hot inflatable dolls out there. And there's so much porn to go to the theater and watch.
Is that
Dude, I would go to so many porn screenings at Sundance as an adult. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, right. This CEO fella. Somebody explained to me how he got put on leave as the CEO. Who the fuck does that, huh? His HR? They're all employed by him. Makes no sense. You know? It's not like an impeachment thing where the government decides. This is like, what's he the CEO of? Dasani Water or something? The CEO of Dasani Water can't put himself on leave. He will remain in power until the end of time. I don't understand that. So I want to know how that works, you know, with the rungs of employment.
it's an ethics board?
Oh, you're telling me...
Responsible to their ethics committee within the organization.
You're telling me Dasani Water Incorporated has ethics and that the CEO was actually ashamed of himself or anything like that? No fucking way.
Is he part of Dasani? I don't think he's part of Dasani. I think it was his
Yeah, man, what company was it?
company.
Play CEO. Let's see. Interim. It's a tech company.
It was like
Have you guys worked along you guys are in the tech business. You guys would know what interim is.
a tech company.
Yeah, it says interim. Well, it refers to a temporary or provisional arrangement. I don't think that's the company name. Interim Healthcare of Lajala. Okay, so it turns out that Gemini AI is full of shit.
I don't know if it's in the way, is it?
Pete DeJoy. That's such a funny last name. We're the DeJoy family. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for describing the incident. The reaction. The video shows them embracing. And when they realized they were on camera, they both appeared flustered with Cabot covering her face. Alright. The incident has sparked a broader conversation about leadership, accountability, and the impact of... What are you talking about? We all know that CEOs commit adultery all the time. This is not new. This is not a broader conversation. This has been happening since CEOs existed in like 2000 BC. This has been happening for years, dude. Impact of social media on personal and professional lives. I don't know, man. I feel like before social media, if you got showed on the Jumbotron kissing, there'd be at least one person at the... Dude, there are Coldplay fans everywhere in the tech world. So, I guarantee you 1 out of every 3 tech workers went to that Coldplay concert. Guarantee you. Okay, well, enough of that. All right, we have some very cool stream news. Ever since I started talking about Coldplay, every viewer has left, and we now have 0 viewers in stream. That's awesome. Hey, man, this is what I'm talking about. If my coworker is watching, which I know he's not because we're at 0 viewers right now, and you're fucking talking about current events, yeah, this is what talking about current events gets you. Maybe I shouldn't focus on you know, viewer count, because what really matters is me having fun, and I had so much fun attempting to use Gemini AI to Google a bunch of shit. I'm the youngest person with dementia. Well, nice to meet you too. Welcome to the stream for the very first time. This is your first message, Odup. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, hey everybody. Sorry, that was the wrong window. So the youngest person diagnosed with dementia was a 19-year-old male from China, and it says was, so he's probably dead now. So, you're saying you're the youngest living person? Well, no, hold on. Is this guy still alive? No, yeah, he's still alive. I don't know why Gemini AI said that was. Still is. Maybe the AI has dementia. He doesn't know.
Hi. Okay, so
Odup, I have a hunch that you're a liar. A slight hunch. And also, I have a hunch that you're not intent on revealing to me whether or not you are my camper from last week. And that's okay. That's fine. I'm not saying I'm paranoid or anything, even though the internet is nerve-wracking sometimes with all that shit, but it's fine. It's fine. You can be whoever you want, you know? You could be my grandma right now, and I'd be fine. Which, by the way, revealed one of my grandma, or my last surviving grandma, does go to this stream, and she is very contemptuous of my consumption of inedible objects. Actually, a very cool thing that makes me a big fat hypocrite is my camper this week, in fact, consumes inedible objects. But I'm not talking paper, because every time I tell him, no, don't eat that, all my coworkers would go to me and go, yeah, but you eat paper on the internet. I'm like, dude, this is basically just plants. Plants and fiber, which is good for your liver and stuff. Like, this kid was eating, like, Orbeez and, like, the foam from Foam Pits, which, by the way, every foam block in those gyms is, like, really old, from the 1980s. They haven't made one of those since the 1980s, so it all contains asbestos. It all contains, like, probably tapeworms or something. Like, just gross shit. You don't want to eat it. It's archaic material. This is the last piece, by the way. Well, this is, yeah, 2 pieces. So, you know, it is weird because my main issue and the reason I am so exhausted right now is because he was just constantly going around eating stuff. And if I told him, hey, don't do that, he would go, you know, he would actively want to do it to slight us, you know. And if I ignored it, he would keep eating. It was all-you-can-eat buffet week. Can't buy can. So, you know, I'm glad, and I understand because Orbeez do look like boba, but this guy knows that it's not edible, and he still keeps eating it. And, like, I know that if we go into a public place, we're gonna go, you know, it's like he's gonna be, you know, those little ropes that, you know, at a museum where you rope off paintings, he's gonna start trying to eat those. And, like, that'll be a concern if we're doing it in public, you know, so. It's fine, though. It's fine, and I'm only bringing this up to bring up the fact that I, in fact, am a hypocrite, because I think it's funny, and the only reason I brought this story up and I ran the risk is because I like describing the story as I'm eating paper. So, I hope that people get a kick out of that. Just me? Okay. Hearing the frying sounds reminds me of my favorite tweet that I've seen this week, and I want to leave our stream off on that note. Feel free to listen. It's pure literature. Every time you sleep to relaxing rain sounds, just know there is no such thing as audio of relaxing rain sounds. It's actually audio of a chicken frying on a pan. Every time you hear relaxing rain sounds, that's fake Foley effects. It's actually the sound of a chicken frying on a pan. And with that thought, I will leave you today. Thank you so much for watching day 943 of Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day. Make sure to live, laugh, cry, and also not die. And until next... Wait, no, I said it out of order. I'm rewinding. I will see you tomorrow. That'll be day 944. Make sure to live, laugh, cry, and also not die. And until next time... This is goodbye. 3, 2...